Part 1. What's going on now? Let me hear everybody make some noise!
Oh man, I'm totally going to do something with that. That's going to be like the opening theme to the MX Dan channel. I know those guys that are in front, they're awesome. They have given me permission to use their music in my videos. That's a cool thing. Sorry guys, it's been a week. Not much has happened this week. If you can see, the Honda motor is still sitting there, nothing done to it. The Suzuki carburetor is sitting there, nothing done to it. The RM125 is sitting here feeling unloved. I'm grown up now, so I got to work during the week. I'm not going to complain about it too much because that's what helps me fund my passion for the bikes and the tools. Anyway, speaking of tools, I got this little collection of tools here, which is basically from Harbor Freight. These are very inexpensive tools. I believe this little set here I was able to buy a year or so ago for like $40. They work pretty good, and in a lot of cases that's all you need. But sometimes you need to step it up. And when that happens, that's where these things come in. This is crazy. These are the only new additions this week. Somehow the Snap-on man talked me into buying 3/8 drive Snap-on metric sockets. So I got the deep set and the shallow set, and they are 6-point sockets. They grab the hardware really good, and they are deep and shallow. They go from 19 millimeter all the way down to 8 millimeter. Crazy thing is, I never used to buy Snap-on tools. I had a friend who moved away, and he would tend to drink a little bit too much on Friday nights, so he would bribe me with tools to give him a ride home because he would never drive drunk, which neither should anyone. And I would have given him a ride home anyway, but he would just insist that I take the bribe, and he would pull out brand new Snap-on tools. Now this guy's a mechanic, has literally $100,000, maybe $150,000 in tools, and he would just insist on bribing me to give him a ride home. And anyway, and there's no arguing with him. So once upon a time, for a trip home, he bribed me with this 3/8 drive, 18-inch long ratchet. Cool, but I had no sockets for it. So this week, I decided to add the sockets. And I don't know if you know how this works, but these Snap-on guys are actually on trucks, and they come to you. And they usually service like mechanic shops, and the trucks are really shiny, and you go inside and they got all these tools, and it's like, and they put the tools right in your hand. He's like, hey, you ought to see these, this is a nice ratchet, these are really great sockets, blah blah blah. They want to give you credit so that and you got to pay them by the week. I mean, these tools are already expensive. I can't even imagine paying 20% interest on top of this on these purchases. But a lot of these mechanics, I mean, they spend like maybe 30% of their paycheck, maybe more each week, and just paying for tools. But they are really, really nice. Once upon a time, when I was working on the RM here, and I had to get the reed cage off, which would be this hardware right here. Okay, this is where the reed cage goes in. This is an 8 millimeter. It takes the 8 millimeter socket. Well, I was using the Harbor Freight tools, and I could just feel that was a disaster ready to happen. So I pulled out the Snap-on 1/4-inch drive set that I bought last year, and I used the 8 millimeter deep socket, and I used this long-handled 1/4-inch drive Snap-on ratchet, and it was able to grab that bolt and pull it right out. So sometimes it really pays to have quality tools. The problem is these things are just really expensive. These sockets, they list for like just under $500, but he had them on special, so they were $370, which is just insane. I mean, who's going to be able to buy these things? This is why I buy a little at a time, and I refuse to do credit with them because I just don't want this guy showing up every week and tempting me with more. they're like drug dealers. And once you start buying tools, you're like a tool addict. It's like crack. And at least you have something to show for it. It doesn't rot your teeth out. But it is what it is. So yeah, that's the only new addition this week. I promised myself I'm not going to buy any more tools until November. And again, just buy a little bit at a time. But anyway, yeah, no riding today. Just some tool acquisitions this week. It's really all that I had to report. Also have some exciting news. I'm hiring some people. Yes, y'all, I'm getting people. Obviously, I need to get some editing software, and I'm planning on hiring some people that are very talented to help me edit my videos. I'm picking my game up, ordered a bunch of new equipment. Brand new GoPro is on the way. I'm going to replace this goofy slick camera with a Sony unit. And I'm just trying to prepare for the trip I'm going to do this winter. And a lot of you guys that know me personally know that this winter, I'm around December 10th, I'm leaving out for about 6 weeks. And I'm planning on going from one riding spot to the next all winter long in my RV. And I bought an RV and I named her Margaret. And I will do a whole video on Margaret coming up. She's a sweetheart. So it's going to be me, my RV, Margaret, and probably about 4 or 5 bikes in the trailer. And it'd be kind of really cool if I can get a following, people that are following my channel, and when I'm in your area, we can hit the trails, we can ride, tear it up. Cool thing about travel, I'm going to be traveling on my own because not many of my friends can take 6 weeks off. I don't really know how long I'm going to be on the road. It may be 6 weeks, it may be 2 months, but good thing about motorcycle people, especially dirt bike people, so most people are friendly, so you can go out and have a good time, and that's a cool thing. So anyway, yeah, that's all I got to report are these overpriced tools. Yes, they're like crack, and I'm trying not to, it's a slippery slope. I don't want to make a video next week and show you this giant snap-on toolbox, and then I won't be able to go on my trip. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to be smart about how I'm spending my money, as you guys should as well. All right, that's about it, y'all. See you next week.